Hello, everyone. I know I'm going live at a different time than I normally do. I was busy this morning. I had some prep work to do. Usually Tuesdays is not my first day of the week to teach classes. Normally I have a class Monday, but yesterday my kids were off school, so I did not teach on Monday. So today's my first day of the week. And it's a new class. One of my classes, my civics class, is like recycling, but I'm throwing in a new class here and there. And today was a new class that I had to prep for. I'm getting ready for like end of the year and things wrapping up at brick and mortar, which I'm excited. I need things to wrap up. I'm just really tired. Oh, great. People are here. Wonderful. Hello, Ariel. Hello, Casey. And then saying hi to each other. Love that. All right, I'll go ahead and go with Vipkid first because let's just get out of the way. Just 3 super quick emails, and then we'll get to the good stuff, which I think is Outschool. Tell me what classes you taught or are teaching today. It's one class at Outschool, but I had 2 sections of the same class. And actually went really well today. I'll tell you about that in a few minutes, actually, after I get through all these. Okay, let's start with Vipkid. And give me a minute for all of it to come up. Oh, I usually have you guys up on my iPad so I can see the comments. I will do that. Okay, and refer students to Vipkid and get up to 160 per student. So last week they said 140. Now they're saying 160. So find a referral link in your teacher portal. They're just telling you how to share the link. I'm sure you guys know this. Copy the information. Share on a Facebook, WeChat. Not only can you 160 per referral, but you'll also be marked as referral's favorite teacher if they sign up. So just one person has to sign up. Promotion available from April 1st to the 30th. So you have about 10 days-ish. Okay, there's that. And okay, let's see. Oh, hello, Kathy's here. Hello. Taught 7 one-on-one classes on Outschool. All right, were they all ESL, or is ESL the only one-on-one? Or do you do like one-on-one regular tutoring too? Ariel, I taught 2 different classes on Outschool today. That's great. Casey, I taught a story time this morning. I thought April Fool's Day history. Oh, taught an April Fool's Day history and escape room. Oh, that sounds interesting. That sounds like a really good class. Okay. All right. Back. Okay. Here's the other Vipkid email. Again, just like a quick email. And okay. All right. Okay. So for most of us, this academic year has been quite a whirlwind. Okay, guys, wait till you see what this is. As a thank you for your time and effort, our Lingo Bus team is offering a series of free AI Chinese group classes at no cost to our Vipkid teachers. This course is, what happened here? This course is suitable for parents wanting to cultivate their kids interested in learning Chinese and help them build good learning habits. This course does so by providing fun and engaging opportunities. So sign up for activity and get immediate access. So anyone signing up your kids, your grandkids for these Chinese AI classes, that'd be a no for me. Even though I had AI classes, guys, is not like live, okay? So it's literally like purchasing a YouTube video. Do you think Vipkid Global has been successful? I don't know because I haven't done it. So, and I've heard people say that they're not getting bookings. I've heard a few people say that they are. I think it has potential because they're trying to reach out to other countries. Of course, it's not at the level Vipkid was with China. How about anyone watching? Tell me if you have taught for global. I'm not opening slots right now. I did try to open some slots at the beginning. Didn't book, but I didn't try for too long. And I may try this summer. Yes. Okay. And Kathy's only doing ESL in the early mornings. And yeah, to let me know what you guys think about Vipkid Global. Haven't done it too because I haven't got booked. Okay, but you are trying your opening slots like on a regular basis, and how many slots are you opening? Me too. I didn't try so much. Okay, so you're saying you tried and not really trying anymore. Yeah, I get it. Let me go with the Outschool emails. And oh, okay. All right, this one's fun. This is about a class funnel. Okay, learn how to use different types of class funnels that complement and build on one another. And I am going to click on the more information for that one. April is Autism Acceptance Month. We sat in with 2 autistic teachers on Outschool to hear the advice on how all educators can work to include, support, and celebrate autistic learners in online classes year-round. Okay, so I actually literally just, and if you're a friend of mine, maybe I showed you, got an email from a mom that told me how thankful I was that my Kahoot game was inclusive and that, you know, her son has autism and has trouble. And that was a real nice compliment. So yeah. All right. When are you free? Okay. So this is a survey. You've got to click on it to take the survey. But as we schedule more educator events, we want you to know the days and times that work for live workshops and webinars. So if you are interested in doing live workshops and webinars, let them know when you're free. Professional learning updates and events. April business coaching. New sessions starting soon. Get guidance from an Outschool expert on growing your teaching business alongside a small group of peers over a 4-week period. Class listings workshop. Learn how to make your ongoing one-to-one or multi-day classes listings, stop scrollers, and inspire enrollments in upcoming workshops on writing listings for specific course formats. Check in with professional learning. Have you visited your Outschool professional learning dashboard lately? Head over now to explore learning modules. And then teaching literature webinar recordings. Good news, if you missed our recent live events about teaching literature in the online classroom, we've posted recordings in the training. Okay, so actually, while I'm looking for the next thing I'm going to share, all right, you guys are going to be like, seriously, you've worked for Outschool for 2 years and you don't know this? Once I find something that works, I stick with it. So this is what I've been doing. I do ongoing and one-time classes. I've literally never done anything else. Never done a flex class, never done a multi-day class. So it may sound like a dumb question. Can multi-day classes be only 2 days? And this is a separate question. Can they be a camp if they're just 2 days and only 2 days? Like I know an ongoing camp can be 2 days a week, but then it's going to be like a different topic the next week and the next week. So anyways, yeah. Because when you think multi-day in your mind, just the word, you think at least 3 days, but I think you can do them 2 days. I don't know. Okay. And yeah, let's see. Where did I leave off? Okay. No bookings here. So I just closed everything. Yeah, that's pretty much what I did, Casey. Did you go anywhere for spring break? Sorry, random question. Oh, no problem. So my kids had a super early spring break because they start school like beginning of August. So our spring break was the beginning of March. And so, yeah, I went to visit my sister in New York City. I'm lucky I have a sister that lives there, else I wouldn't go. I wouldn't be able to pay for those super high hotels. Although just doing things is expensive in New York City. I mean, literally just taking the train in one way is expensive. But yeah, I went with my daughter. My husband never can go on spring break with us because it's his busy season at work. And then my son didn't want to go. I'm like, literally, it's so expensive and your dad's staying home anyway. Fine. If you want to stay home, stay home. So I took my daughter to New York City. We saw Hamilton on Broadway. It was awesome. I won the Broadway lottery, which just means you get really good seats, super cheap. So then I saw this other play called Come From Away, which was like about a town in Canada that took people in on 9/11 from the airplanes that had to dock. front and center row. It was great. And then we saw like, we went to Ellis Island. I got a hard hat tour in an old hospital. We didn't get to see the statue. Well, I mean, we saw it. We rode by it on a boat, but I didn't get to go inside. And we went to Central Park the day we did Hamilton. We had to kind of wear something that like could go from daytime to nighttime. I went on a cruise to the Bahamas and Turks and Caicos. Nice. That is so nice. Yes. Tell me who you went with. That's great. New York City. That's fantastic. Yeah. But a cruise is nice. I've been to the Bahamas 3 times now. First time when I was only like 13, and the last 2 were like, the last one was literally a week before everything shut down for 2020. Yeah, I'm afraid to go on a cruise. Like my parents was going to take us on a cruise for their anniversary. And just, I've heard too many stories, even recently with like people getting sick. I hope that, yeah, obviously, did that happen to you? Hopefully not. But I kind of just want to wait a few more years. But other than that, I love cruises. Just want to wait. And before coronavirus, you'd hear about full ships getting like norovirus or something. But in a few years, I'll go on a cruise. Yeah, Casey likes cruises. Nice. Where have you been, Casey? Where have you cruised to? All right, so let me do some of the other Outschool emails. Okay. Okay, so this one. All right. Paid ads, are they worth it? Here's our take on deciding whether to invest in paid digital advertising on social media, search engines, and websites. Have any of you paid for ads? They're talking about for Outschool, obviously. So if you paid for ads for Outschool, if not for Outschool, for anything else, like maybe your tutoring business, anything. So I'm going to definitely read the more information on this one because this sounds good. But I've seen other Outschool teachers do paid ads, like not people I know, but just it would be like Outschool teacher so-and-so. And it obviously wasn't an ad from Outschool. And, it was a paid ad. So I'm curious if they work, if you got more enrollments from them. I'm not sure I would do that unless I really, really needed like to boost enrollments and I had, it was my only job or something. Let me know if you've done it, if you think it works, if you would do it. Just my opinion. Outschool, if you ever see this, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I get the feeling that with more teachers, more classes, like it's impossible for them to advertise every single person. And so they're trying to encourage us to advertise for ourselves more. They advertise my civics class a lot. I used to see it everywhere. And Vipkid, I cannot complain. Thank you, Outschool, for advertising my classes. I know you do. All right, data insights for educators. Classes in demand. Get an in-depth look at the subjects, class time, age group that have a high search. I will definitely show you that one too. That's one that's always fun to show. And the international insights. Create classes for these subjects, times, and days of the week popular with families outside of the US and Canada. Actually, I had my Diary of a Wimpy Kid class that's at 7 a.m. I told you guys I had one class with 2 sections. I forgot about my 7 a.m. class. Okay, I had 3 classes today. So I had my book club at 7 a.m. and I had 3 learners, which was awesome because I was like, if I don't get at least 3 learners soon, that's the minimum that I prefer. I'm going to have to end this ongoing class. But then I got one. But then immediately after the class, she didn't enroll. But her mom asked to be transferred to my Wednesday during the day section. That student was from London. So we'll still have to see. If I don't have 3 learners by next Tuesday, then I might close it. But I keep saying that every week. Anyway, enrollment trends. Find out which learners, class times, class topics drove the most enrollments over the past 2 weeks, and the parent topic requests, which is great if you are new. See what you guys are saying. Oh, wow. Everybody, we're saying a lot. Okay, I need to get... I still get motion sickness even on big cruise ships. You know what? The very first cruise I went on, which was at age 13 when I went to the Bahamas, I got very sick. We were on like a bottom cabin. It's the first time I ever cruised. I got so nauseous. Ariel, I had so much fun when I went. I ate a lot and gained 6 pounds. I know, you know, it is hard on a cruise, like not to gain weight because they just provide you with so much food. But that's what makes it great. Like your kind of like your place to stay and your food is all included. This was years ago, but I worked with a guy that like kind of did like a pre-cruise diet. Like he went on this huge diet for like several months, maybe, I don't know what it was, like 2 to 3 months before his cruise, so that anticipating he was going to eat a lot and then, you know, kind of lose weight before you get on the cruise. I was 18 and my honeymoon was a cruise to Jamaica and the Cayman Islands. Nice. My honeymoon was to the Cayman Islands too. Not a cruise, but stay in the Cayman Islands. It was hard to get used to driving on the left. Totally a side note, but students in my classes, both brick and mortar and on Outschool, think Jamaica is in Africa. A lot of them do. Okay. I love cruises, but I got norovirus on an Alaskan cruise and it was pretty terrible. Yeah, see, that would be like the most awful thing to get sick on a cruise, and the norovirus is not fun. Yeah, not fun. Not only are you sick, but it makes you really tired too. So you would hate to be so tired on your vacation. Then we took a Disney cruise when the kids got a little older. Okay, I've never done one of those. I'm sure they're awesome. Oh no, Kathy, yeah, not paying for ads. Yeah. I have paid for an ad for Groove, but not Outschool. Okay, do you think, as far as you could tell, that it increased your business? Okay, I think I have one more email from Outschool before I go into the more information. Oh yeah, this one's a quick one though, really quick one. Oh, Casey said we had H1N1. That was horrible too. Was that the swine flu? Why? Okay. Okay, I'm trying to share screen and I can't. Let me try that again. Share screen. I think that's what it was called. Like I forget the, you know, the shortened code names, what everything was, but yeah. Oh, okay. Here we go. This is fun because I just get to chat with you guys as friends. Okay, Earth Day. Go planet, it's your day. So Earth Day is April 22nd, so that would be in 3 days. It's the perfect time to discover new and amazing things about our fantastic planet. What makes it unique? Why is it round? Some people think it's flat. If you're a flat earther, let me know. Why is it round and how can we take care of it? All right, so then they are advertising some classes. So this, if you have thought of doing one for Earth Day, look, they're obviously advertising, so that's a great thing. All right, now I'll go into the more information. Oh, I didn't realize I had Casey's your comment up there the whole time I was reading it. Okay, yeah. And all right, the more information from all the Outschool stuff. No particular order. Okay. Paid digital ads. That one looked like a good one. Let's go into that one. All right, so I'm mainly going to read the bold. Return on investment. Okay. Paying for advertising inevitably comes with risk, but there are always ways to increase your chances. So should you invest in paid advertising? Am I ready to put the time and energy toward creating, monitoring, and improving paid digital advertisements? Can I afford to lose the money I'm investing if a campaign doesn't perform as I expect it to? Have I researched my target audience and established realistic goals for my teaching business that will guide successful digital marketing? Pick a deck first pick a destination for clicks. So do you have the destination? Is it going to be your Outschool listings or your profile? And then the other one I'll go into in a minute is going to be your teaching website. Which one would it be better? So they give the pros and cons. So your Outschool listings or profile, pro, you reduce the number of steps that parents need to take to enroll in a class, right? As opposed to if they click on your website, then they also have to make another click. If they're interested, they could sign up right away on Outschool. Plus, there's no need to create a business website or social media if you don't already have one, which they've been encouraging us to make a website too. Con, it can sometimes be challenging to trace where the enrollments come from without directly asking the parents. You could still look for correlations between class registrations, the time windows where you have paid ad campaigns running to get a sense of the relationship. So there's that. I mean, I post my stuff on Pinterest. I don't always know where they get it. Or I post my stuff on a lot of the Outschool or the Facebook pages. Unless they tell me, I don't know. The only one you can track is the discount pages, because you can see when they used a coupon code. So that one's easy to track, which, I'm going to go into that. I actually had the discount group work for me for a change. I know I've been complaining about it in my last few live streams. All right, so your teaching business website, pro, you can get more easily trace which visitors arrive at your website from advertisements through built-in web analytic tools. Your website can also convert interested parents into enrolled families by answering their questions and providing more info about what you teach. Con, you add an extra step to the enrollment process. Parents will need to head to Outschool to make the final purchase. So like they go to your website, some people are, you got to make it easy on them. Now they have to make another step of clicking on Outschool. So that's a disadvantage, but you can then know who, if you're getting them directly from your ads. All right, so your social media profiles. Pro, you can build a brand awareness by introducing parents to your teaching style, personality, and class offerings that you showcase in your posts. One educator shared an example of how she's increased enrollments by boosting Facebook posts that link to her YouTube channel. Okay, and my YouTube channel is to talk to you guys, not really parents. Con, you add an extra step to the enrollment process. Parents will need to head to Outschool to make the final purchase. It's against Outschool policy to communicate with enrolled parents or learners off the Outschool platform, and you should only message the families using Outschool communication tool. Okay, so like you can bring more students to Outschool, and of course, like when I'm on the discount pages, they might start talking to you through Messenger, but then once they're enrolled in one of your classes, that needs to be on Outschool. Types of paid digital ads, social media. So, that'd be like Facebook, or here they say Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and YouTube. I don't know about LinkedIn, because LinkedIn you used to get jobs. I don't know. Maybe some people would use LinkedIn. Tell me if you would. Most social ads are pay per click, where you pay for every click you receive on the promotion. That might be worth it. Because then then that would be a way to keep track too. If you're paying by the time each person clicked, then you know how many people are clicking on your ad. They may or may not sign up after they click, but hey. You can conduct A/B testing to find out what ad designs select your target audience through the platform's ad builder. So let's see. To participate in social advertising, you need to have a business page. Do any of you have a business page? I have a business page through Outschool. I don't do much with it. Like I really don't I don't pay for advertising. I hear that boosting your posts does nothing anyway. But I mean, I don't know. I post every time I get a good review. I post new classes. It's mostly just my friends and family. Occasionally I get somebody new following me, but maybe my friends or family will see a class that they think would be good for someone else. So social media tends to be a hot topic in the Outschool educator communities on Facebook. Find out what worked. Search engine, Google search ads that help you show up at the top. So they're showing you their paid search ad on Outschool. And then organic search. So then somebody might type in something they didn't show what they typed in. And then that's the organic search result, meaning it just came up without you paying for it. To run a search ad, you'll need to select maximum daily budget for the PPC campaign, just like social media. So, okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not like a social media expert, but Google ads cost more than Facebook, right? At least I would think. So when deciding to invest in paid ads, keywords, business website, key research. This one's long. Sorry, guys. Display ads. Displayed ads are the advertisements you see running as banners or sidebars on certain websites. Okay, maybe a homeschool group would be great to put Outschool classes. Are paid digital ads useful for educator entrepreneur? And they want to know what you think. And they have like collaboration that you can go to. Okay, that was really long. So either I lost everybody or you had a lot of, did you have a lot of opinions on this one? Oh, nope, nobody even said anything. I hope I didn't lose my audience. Okay, here, let's go to the other more information things. The class funnels one looked good. Let me see if I can find that one. I'll come across it eventually. Oh, here it is, the class funnels. And then I'll go through the little ones like, what classes are big this week. Retain learners with class funnels. Can you guys tell me in the chat, what class funnels do you have? I don't have a whole lot. I need to do some more. I'll talk about that in a minute. All right, the more important deciding factor on what class topic. So let's read the bulleted points. Different types of funnels based on class format or subject. So let's say you're going to teach American Revolution history. You could have like a book class. You could have like a multi-day class all on this subject. You could have an ongoing, you can have a one-time, plus several, one class is a continuation of the other. So you get some of them to go to a different class once they finish. How to create a catalog of classes that allows you to learn to build long-term relationships. So they keep coming back. Best practices for communicating the next learner. Types of class funnels. Let's walk through a few. One time can go to an ongoing. That's the easiest one. And that's what I have. So I have a one-time class on the 3 branches of government. And that goes into my ongoing classes about, civics and government. And I do, at the top of the description on my civics and government class, I say, if your child is new or doesn't know anything, I recommend this class first. And it has a link. Then same on the one-time class, I'm like, if you are looking for ongoing, go to this one. Okay, number 1, create a one-time class that matches your teaching expertise. Maybe you offer 30-minute drawing with dolphins. At the same time, create an ongoing class, drawing sea creatures of all sorts that meets once a week on Fridays. Imagine you receive 6 enrollments for your one time. At the end of class, you briefly mention you teach more classes on drawing sea creatures. I do that too. I don't mention other classes in my ongoing classes, but a one time is specifically to try to get them to come to more of my ongoing. So I do in that one. Also leave links on the classroom page when it's over. After the class is over, you send a personalized message to the parents of each learner. Okay, I don't always do that one. I've tried it before. It's very time consuming. I just do the classroom page. You let them know you enjoyed having their child in their class. If they'd like to keep learning with you, they can sign up for the ongoing. If you have the time, you could do that. 4 of the 6 one-time learners sign up for your ongoing class, plus you receive 3 more enrollments from new learners who found your class using keywords. I definitely do all of this. And you're on your way to more 5-star. Note, there were 2 important steps we included in the above example that you shouldn't overlook. Ongoing funnel. The ongoing class met on the same day and time as the one-time. Okay, that's interesting. You know what I've done before? There's been times when I needed to cancel my Monday and Thursday, and then I have to cancel Tuesday to keep them all in the same. I'll put the one-time class in the spot of my normal Tuesday class. So I have done that. You can send direct message to each parent, letting them know about your ongoing class and provide feedback. Parents are often more likely to respond and enroll after a personalized invitation. I know they're more likely to enroll, but that's so time consuming. I'm more likely to do that when they unenroll from like an ongoing class, especially if they were a long time student in that ongoing. If they only came once, you may think, oh, they didn't like the class or they were just on spring break. You know, if it's a long-term student, I definitely would do this. Yeah. Basic skills to advanced skills. Okay, that makes sense. You have one class that's like a basic, and then kind of the next class they go to is like a step up. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Variety of marketing techniques. The key to making this type of funnel is to consistently bring in your level 1 course, and then you want them to move up. Makes sense. Like Danny, I think she has like kindergarten math, first grade math, second grade math, and a lot of them have moved up. Variations on a theme. If a one-time ongoing funnel is the perfect way to get a new learner sign up for their second class, then a catalog of classes on the same theme may be how you get them to enroll for the 3rd, 4th, and 100th class. All right. So, oh yeah, like a multi-day, you're nearing the end of the multi-day and you don't want the fun to end. So maybe the classes don't have to be in a specific order. Okay, so here's an example of group classes that follow the funnel strategy. Silly Science, make Gak, Oobleck, and Silly Putty, 3-week multi-day class. Silly Science, this is long. I'm just gonna leave this here for you guys to read, because reading each one. But basically they've got a 3-week multi, they've got an ongoing, they've got a 2-week multi, ongoing if they threw a one-time class in there. So they all are fitting the same theme, and create intentional class funnels for your learners. Yeah. All right. So Casey says, I'm here. Good. And other people might be here, but just watching while they're doing other things and don't want to stop to type. I've definitely done that in other people's live streams. I do one-time to ongoing funneling. Me too. That's mainly what I do. I have my one-time, I have an ongoing, and I have a new class. Well, it's kind of a new class. I've done it before, but I'm bringing it back, and I kind of rebranded it, restructured it. So then I have a book club, which is all about history book club. And it's kind of going to go along with my government class, because it's going to be like early history and how our government formed, how our government started, which goes right along with the government class. I already told one of my students about it. Our friend Kim, her son's in a lot of my classes, but like last week, he ended up being the only student in a book class, like the only one. And we didn't even talk about the book. I told him about the class and he was so excited. So, you know, at least having feedback from one, I know it's possible that others who are already taking similar classes might be. Okay. Here, I'm not going to go in depth on this one. I'm just going to show you a little bit. Supporting autistic learners. Okay, let's see. Let's read the bullet points. Malika teaches more than 20 classes a week, and she self-proclaimed is that she is autistic. And so Christian offers 15 to 20 social club classes a week, focused on mainly sports. What autistic learners need. Christian and Malika, I hope I'm saying it right, highlighted the needs of learners who are autistic based on their own experiences and time spent teaching. Provide multiple ways for learners to communicate. There are situations in which I'm not speaking. Okay, I definitely try to do that. So especially my civics class is really interactive. So they can join the Nearpod, but even if they don't want to, or if we don't have a Nearpod that week, they can type in the chat. They can just talk to me several different ways. Try to include topics that your autistic learners are passionate about. Okay, I kind of assume if they're signed up for my class, they are passionate, unless, you know, well, I guess their mom could make them, because she or their dad wants them to learn the subject. So there's that. So Christian said when he tutors learners, he tries to build in a few minutes to talk about their favorite character or something the learner's enthusiastic about. I could see that with like tutoring, especially because I've tutored a lot too. And sometimes like you're tutoring because like the parent's making them because they need help bringing their grades up in a subject. When I used to do in-person tutoring, I used to go there on a Saturday, especially the one kid who was struggling the most never wanted to see me. I didn't take it personally. It's on a Saturday. It's doing schoolwork. He doesn't like doing schoolwork. I get it. All right, try to include topics your autistic learners are passionate about. Yeah, we just read that. Support learners in self-advocacy, okay? Give learners more time to react to questions. You know what helped me, you guys, with the wait time? ESL. We have to give so much wait time because, you know, they have to translate in their head and come out. That I'm used to doing that. So I actually had a parent of an autistic child like message me after he came to class like maybe 1 or 2 times like, oh, thank you so much that you give him wait time. He really needs that. I'm like, that's great. You learn a skill in one area and it translates to others, which is good. Coach social skills in real world situations. So you teach them how to be, a friend of mine's son's autistic, and I told her one time I saw him and he was so friendly. I was like, I don't even notice anything. And she told me he had to learn behavior. He actually like went to either a counselor or tutor, something that like taught him how to say like, hi, how are you? How to interact with people. So it can be learned. Call on learners in social classes. That could go either way because some parents, if their kids don't want to talk, they don't want you to. And celebrate autism. Celebrate. Okay, I'll have to read that a little more because I don't know if you want to draw attention to it, but not sure what they mean by that. Okay, so, and now the other ones that I wanted to share are like, you know, the class requests and things like that. Okay, so here are the topic requests. I'm just gonna not read all this. You guys can see this and you can read for yourself, but this is great if you're new, trying to decide what to do. So they even put them in categories: art, world languages, life skills, music, math, science and nature. I'll go slow so you guys can read this if you want to. Social studies. Okay, so this is where I wish we got more. The old parent requests, they were so like, they were tedious to go through and I hated them. But here's the good thing about them is that they were more specific with like the age, and you could like click on something because here's this American history class during the summer. Okay, that's so broad. What age were they? Yeah, like what age, like what time period of American history? I mean, American history, that encompasses a lot. That goes from like pre-revolutionary to like today. You know, what, you know, that's when I wish we could just be like, ask more information. Cowboy movies around the world. When I first saw Cowboys, I thought of the Dallas Cowboys, which I don't like the Dallas Cowboys. So there's that. English, Dogman reading comprehension. I saw a parent asking for Dork Diaries, which I used to do a class about, and it never was popular, never booked. I thought about bringing Dogman back, but just doing it like for ESL students early morning because there's just so many Dogman classes. I don't want to do them during the day anymore. Coding and tech. Okay. And I'm terrible with history, at least dates. You know what? Casey, you're never going to believe this, but I hated history when I did it in school. Hated it. I never, like if you would have told me when I was a kid that I was going to be teaching history, I would have said, you are crazy. And even now, like I would not want to teach, like at my brick and mortar school, they have a history class, which encompasses like all of United States history. I wouldn't want to teach that because I've only gotten obsessed with like certain time periods. But what she said, seriously, wow. Yes. You know what the difference is? So memorizing dates is boring, really boring. And that's what they do in school. When you realize that it's not about a bunch of dates, but it's literally stories of people's lives, like one of these days, this pandemic is just going to be a date in the history book that some kid has to memorize, that the year was 2020, and that's going to be boring, but it affected our everyday life. This is like our lives. It's not a boring date in history. So if you think of it that way, so I started reading like biographies, and love reading biographies because then you're reading about the person's life and what they went through and what they felt. And that's so much interesting than memorizing a date. When you realize that it's someone's life that this really happened to, imagine how they felt or what they were going through, makes it so much more interesting. So that's one of the reasons, actually, that the Who Was, What Was, like history book club, one of the reasons I want to do that is because that's how I like to do history, is through biographies. What classes are popular with learners this week? So I'm going to leave this up here. It gives you like the dates and times as well. I didn't want to cough in your ear. Okay. So, oh wait, was I sharing the wrong thing? Okay, hold on. I think I might have been sharing the wrong thing because I wanted to share. Okay, classes that need educators this week. Remember, this is not a comprehensive list of the topics searched or taught on Outschool. Okay, so this part is important, interpreting the table. So the search term is art. So then the numbers, like the percentages, have to do with if someone searched art, then they filtered it by these age groups. Then 63% of people who searched art filtered it by ages 3 through 7. So just so you know how to interpret it. And okay, here it is. And they don't all fit on here. So I'll go slow. If you see anything that interests you, let me know. Book club. All right, 55% in the mid-age group and 41, which is good. That's about where my book club is. And I noticed the most searched are like extracurricular activities and languages, but surprise, surprise, who's surprised about languages? I mean, because that's something parents can't teach. I mean, unless they know that language, of course, but that's going to be one I would think people would, if they can't teach, if they don't know that language, yeah. Class searches from around the world. All right, same thing with how to interpret. Oh, this is the one I already showed you guys. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. Oh my goodness, you guys, I can't believe there was a lot of emails. I can't believe it's literally, I need to leave in like 10 to 15 minutes to go to my son's games. He's on the high school soccer team now, and he's still doing travel. So yeah, it's like 3 or 4 games a week, 2 with school that are always during the week. And then this weekend he has 2. He normally only has 1 on the weekend, but it's because one's a makeup game. So crazy. It was a lot of info. Yes, here Casey said that was a lot of info. I had a couple things I wanted to chit chat with you guys about too. Here, just real quick. I won't do all my topics, but there was one. So I've been complaining about the discounted groups. So I just wanted to say I did have a good experience. I meant to share with you guys last week. So it was like about a week and a half ago that this happened. But I had a one-time class that wasn't full. I think I only had 2 learners, and then advertised, like, I did it at night. Maybe there's more parents on the Outschool discount groups at night. And then, you know, had it for half off. I ended up getting the class filled, which is filled. I was going to teach it anyway. And one parent signed up 2 kids, and you can only use the coupon on 1 kid. So I got like a full paying person out of it. So there's that. And then a few people asked, hey, tomorrow's class doesn't fit with my schedule. Can I sign up for the next one? I went ahead and said yes. Why say no? Lose customers, which is this Friday. And that one, I only have 1 spot left now. Like, I didn't, after those people signed up at half price, I didn't advertise it again. So I've got only any new people that signed up for full price. So I actually had it work for what it was supposed to work for once. Not someone who just took the class because it's a discount, but people actually wanted the class, and it helped to fill up my class. So that's great. Yes. Thanks for doing a long live. That helped me be motivated to do laundry all day. Do all my laundry. I'm glad I could help. And for me being on here with you, I neglected what I was supposed to do because I was going to clean my kitchen. I was going to clean it after, and now I have to leave in 10 minutes. So my kitchen's going to have to wait till after I get back. And maybe I could try to start cleaning it up for like 5 minutes. But yeah. Okay. All right. I will see you guys next week. Thanks for those of you who stuck around all this time. All right. Bye, everyone. See ya. Zaijian.